What's going on, everybody? Welcome to United Stand. What's nah, drop bombs. You haven't heard bombs and enjoyment. One more. Listen, I'm over the moon. I'm excited. I'm gassed. I've got a lot of feelings. Yeah, I've got a lot of there's so many people that need to be praised. I just hope Jay is turned up with the book. I hope the notebook is it. Jay, let us know if the notebook's around. Is it here?
Okay, my friend, it's all here. It is all here, pal.
All right. There's so much to do. Listen, people, we haven't enjoyed ourselves. Listen, everyone, just raise your hand and pray for Expressions right now because he's in the mud.
Completely.
Expressions is in the mud, and that makes me so happy. Mourinho, you're doubtless. I'm too gassed. I'm excited. This feels beautiful. This is what I want to see. This is amazing. I'm gonna stop talking because the pastor decided to get involved on a Sunday. Yeah, FREDEMPTION. That is the name of this show. Because Fred is back. There's too much to talk about. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go straight over to I owe you an apology, bro, Jack. I owe you an apology. Listen, your man Hendo, he pulled off a De Gea save today. I like the way he covered for what's his name. He covered for Maguire a few times. Maguire got caught on the count like the little counters, and he'll run out and just intercept. That was brilliant from Henderson today. This is the first game when I can say wicked from Henderson. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Over to Alex. Take it away.
Yeah, just massive result. Should have secured us second now with the way the Leicester game went. Look who came on and changed the game, of course. 1-1 when he came on, 3-1 by full time. Cavani as well, brilliant. I'm still, even though I'm obviously over the moon about the victory, I'm so pissed off still about that joke of a decision. The game has gone completely mad. That like someone's pinky touching you now is considered a foul to disallow that goal because it was our best goal we scored as well. It was a brilliantly worked goal. Yeah, and just all for nothing really. And then you knew after all that things faking a concussion and everything that he'd be the one to go and score. So to go from that much of a low at half time to where we are at full time and how we played in the second half, it's brilliant. I thought Pogba was great, Cavani was great, Greenwood obviously came on and was great. And yeah, just a fantastic result, and I just love beating Jose. So hopefully he'll be sacked in the next few games.
No. All right. Yeah. Let me read the super chats. Here you go. Did you guys know Harry Maguire's first name is Jacob? My entire life is a lie. Wait,
first
what?
Name?
What?
That can't be real. If that is, my life is a lie too, bruv. If we win our game in hand, with 6 games to go.
It's happening.
KG, it's coming, man. It's coming. Come on.
You've seen the graph.
21 the title races on that. You lot stop this nonsense. Hold on 1 second. I can't get involved in that. I'll keep getting. Hold on. Let me just make sure I get everyone's super chats read. Here we go. Michael says, would Fofana and Rice be a good summer for us? I'll let that. Anyone wants to pick that up when I finish getting through this, please do. Gav TV says, this one's for you, Jay. It's better to play Pogba out wide as he was an attacking threat than to play him in the pivot next to Fred and Scott. I've been saying this and Ollie knows it. Here you go. Jay, if you want to hold on to that and remember that. Here you go. We got a new member inside Sophia. Hold on. We got another new member as well. Let me just make sure. Oh, shit. Is my computer timed out? No, it hasn't. Boom. Corey. Welcome. Now, people, we'll try our best to read the super chats, but we want this to be a show and we want to keep it moving. So anyway, what I'm going to do, without further ado, I'm going to come to the man who is he loves this player. He knows. I hope he's got the shirt ready. I hope he's ready. Jay, show us what shirt is in your hand. You must have a shirt in your hand because you have to.
I sure do. Now, I haven't been able to say this, KG, in quite some time. Se puede dejar una bomba por el matador, el hombre, Edison Cavani. Vamos, coño! It's been a while. Yeah. Revenge is obviously a dish best served cold, and to go to London and beat Mourinho in his own gaff 3-1, it's a huge performance. And at halftime, none of us thought we were going to get it. Let's be fair. I said to Jack yesterday, I think, Jack, I messaged you saying today was going to be called El Pragmatico. I didn't think we would show up today with that performance. I expected to get what we've got the last 3 months, dour, turgid football. First half was standing. Yeah, for first half we were dog shit. And obviously we discussed VAR and Song being a little girl's blouse in due course. But to win 3-1 in London against Mourinho, that's a huge performance. And it's the performance that we've been waiting for and asking for guys, how many months? It just shows that when we go in the front foot, play simple, fast passing football, one-touch passing, there we are. Supply our strikers with ammunition in the box. I think today, Cavani must have got more ammunition in the box than he's had the last 3 games. So this morning, I was on with Flex on Instagram, and we actually discussed Cavani, and we both agreed, yeah, man, Jesus, yeah, he's probably already has got one hand already in Argentina. He's going good through the motions for us. But today, guys, Edison Cavani, for me, he was man of the match. I'm biased, I know, but he didn't go through the motions. He was man of the match, irrespective of his 2 goals. And he scored 2 great goals. He's moving off the ball. He's tracking back. I thought was exemplary. But again, I'm biased. So for me, he's man of the match. I don't know what KG, Jack, and Alex think.
Well, we'll come to that in a second. Let me quickly read some of these super chats. Here you go. Mertaz says, Chelsea in the mud.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
Fred, the best Brazilian in history with the 4-letter name. Pogba, the best French left winger in Europe. The Showtime Reds do it again. I love this. Energy. What I got my brother Flex. He ain't even angry today, bruv. Wait, Flex. I just want to know, did Ricky give Greenwood his respect?
Surely.
No,
again.
The answer to this question is you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to go watch the fan cam.
Oh, God, no.
I love that.
I didn't say he did. I didn't say he didn't. You just have to go watch the fan cam.
That feels like next week on Dragon Ball Z, fam. No. All right, cool. I'm going to come to the main man, the one that deserves all the flowers today, the one that's been talking about this goalkeeper for a minute, the one that's been waiting for praise. We're going to talk to Jack Henderson. Let's go.
No, before we just talk about Jack Henderson, and I saw Alex tweet this as well at full time, can you just drop a bomb, KG, for Mason Greenwood? Absolute. I don't think any of us were surprised. 20 minutes he came on for Rashford. I thought it was a good substitution from Ollie, but the opportunity he put away, we've seen him do that time and time again, and it just shows if you give Mason the service, he is, by far one of our best finishers at the club. I agree with Jay. Just first of all, on the man of the match, Edison Cavani was superb, and it just makes me wonder if he got given that service more so, would he, would that contribute into more goals? 100%. You could see his touch finish, his tracking back is just exemplary. He's a top player. Dean Henderson, we've got to come on to.
Whoa! Sorry, just quickly. I'm just listening to Ollie's reaction afterwards. Just quickly. He said, the game's gone. He said, the game is gone. Go on, Ollie. Tell them. It's gone. VAR. It's a bullshit thing. The game is gone. We're playing basketball out here. It's non-contact. The game is gone. Ollie, love that.
Even Jose
sorry to cut you off, Jack.
Which says it all.
Sorry.
I love it.
Well, yeah, apparently Jose said that Pogba should have been sent off.
Yeah, he did.
He said after
it's not.
But anyway, yeah, so Henderson, I've got to say, the save off Harry Kane and the one off Son, it was De Gea-esque. It was weird because he saved it with his feet, and I was just thinking, I expect De Gea to be in that position. But he did do well. Again, I'm biased, but I think he can show that he's got some worth for us. I do agree with Flex. I know he's raised the point about playing in front of fans. When fans come back, if you had a full stadium there, it's different kind of pressure. But we've got to give Henderson his dues today. The thing that annoys me most, though, lads, about this performance today, it's not the VAR in the first half. Obviously, we'll come on to that, I'm sure. But it's why can't we play like that for 90 minutes?
No,
why is it only...
You are not going to take... Lane, bruv.
KG, don't even sit there. KG, that first half was unacceptable. That first half was unacceptable.
There's no negativity tonight, bruv. We beat them 4-1 because that was a 4-1 beating.
That's what I'm calling it. It's 4-1.
I'm not calling it.
Do you know what, Jack? I'm with KG today.
We're not doing it.
No. Don't give me that. We're a team. Flex, you have preached we're a team of moments, yeah?
We are.
It's
all
we
true.
Are a team of moments. We play 45-minute football. Jake, back me up.
I'm not saying no, but this is the problem here, though. We're probably going to have to take Jay out the stream, though, because Jay is going to come with some cold, hard facts out the notebook, and I know it's coming. But the way do you know what? I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? If I had the fan cam thing on me, you know when they used to do the fan zone thing that watches me watch the kid? If I had that on me today, the amount of swearing and madness you see me doing in my front room today, honestly, that's why I'm so happy we beat them. I can't stand them. I can't stand Jose. I don't like Son anymore. I usually like Son, but I don't like him now. I hate Lamella. And you know what? Their shit football got what it deserved. That's what I love. That's what I love more than anything today, yeah? That we actually did to that Spurs team. They got Roden and Dyer at centre half. They should be conceding 4. Get out of it. They're actually so shit. They're actually shit. And I'm so glad we put them to the sword. That's why, for once, I'm actually not going to do the whole, but we should have done this. Because you know what? I'm just so happy we panned them up. Because we panned them up.
No, I'm still going to do that. Because I've got to be...
That's my right.
I'm back.
Now, Flex, inject it. That's what they're saying. People, I don't care what anyone says. It was a 4-1 mauling, fam. And yes, we play in moments and stuff, but some of the goals, even the goal that was disallowed, the football, what we did to get that goal, we can't overlook this. And you know who it happened to? Mourinho.
Yeah, brilliant. Just quickly, KG, before we come to Jay and carry on, I've got to get all these super chats out. Have you done any?
Go ahead, bro.
There's loads. Ola says, don't start some Henderson hype. He did well, but not out of the world performance. Imagine having an Ndombele, Pogba, and Bruno in the pivot. Big ups. And next super chat here is from Olu again. Says, did y'all see Mourinho and Shaw interaction? Jokes? No, I didn't see that. What happened there?
He tried to get out.
He tried what?
He tried to hug him, tried to come over to him, but Shaw
was he moving? What? Did Shaw did it?
Yeah.
Shaw just done the Bible sentence, just turned the other cheek, like he just. Bernardi says, VAR is so inconsistent. If that foul was on Son, then why was it not reviewed when Celso kicked Rashford from the back at the edge of the penalty box? For me, on that VAR thing, that is one thing. But also, if the Pogba one just wasn't spoken about, it's not a foul, it's just an accident. What's the difference? There's no difference. Absolutely, I'm still fuming about that. Another super chat here from Anthony. Anthony says, Martial plus cash for Mbappe would be a smart move from United. Bloody hell.
You ain't getting
wow.
Bloody hell.
How much are we offering?
Bloody hell, Anthony. Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from, bro?
Well, Fred scored. Anything's possible, bro.
Oh, my God. Fred scored.
Unbelievable. We've said so much about his shooting and his dead touch.
Sorry, I haven't even finished the super chat.
He was like 5 yards out.
But hey, Alex, none of that today. Fred scored.
No negativity.
Yeah? Fred scored. Lesidi says, people say United has no style of play, but United's style is dodgy since we love coming from behind. Do you know what? I've got away with one there, and I was going to leave it. I'm going. Shaq says, anyone here notice how deep? I'm so glad. The fact that I've read it wrong has helped me. Drake says, anyone here notice how Dean rushes off his line to cut the attack? He does it so many times, but not mentioned. Not mentioned enough. That's one thing he has over De Gea. A lot of people talk about that on social media. And Bill Ingram says, brilliant second half performance from the boys on WrestleMania weekend. Going to enjoy WrestleMania Sunday in peace. And Oluya says, football won today. Son called for medical attention for a touch of his face, and the look on his face at full time was the most satisfied I've felt. Love that. And Chris Patel says, lost my nan today, but today's result was heaven sent. United made today more bearable, but I knew the angels would guide us through from the start.
And condolences to you, man, from the whole United Stand family as well. Like, we're with you in this. But yeah, man, just...
KG said it perfectly. Chris, we're with you. It's brilliant when football can kind of give you what you're looking for.
Love it. These people.
100%. A lot of love to you and your family there. And Saruba says, did Fred just show us why centre-back is a higher priority over CDM for us? ? A better centre-back would allow Fred and McTominay to play higher up. Yeah, but they still need to be able to pass better than they do. Yeah. They
sprays today. And we need to hear from you, Flex. Maguire went to go and cuss the ref at half. Do you know how happy I was? I was at home like, I need that. My captain needs to be getting over, because I always say that he hides, he doesn't get involved, you don't really hear him vocalizing how his displeasure. Today, he vocalized some displeasure. I saw him; he was in their faces like it's a bad decision. And at least when a captain does that, it makes the referee still have to think twice when he's making other decisions. He can't just do anything. He's thinking, look, I don't actually want all of these players coming around me and questioning every decision. That's good for Maguire. Big up to him. But yeah, let's Flex. Well, how do you see this game, bro? Go ahead.
Goku says, I love this version of Flex. Stay like this, bro. And Abjit says, Jose Mourinho, a.k.a. Rich Man's Tony Pulis, a.k.a. Bus Driver, a.k.a. Quinton's History. And Patrick says, with Tuanzebe, as he looks rusty, start against Granada, as Harry is on a yellow card and Eric is COVID. Besides, English authority confirmed today that Fred is Brazilian as well. The way I saw the game was I was upset with the first 20 minutes. I thought we were poor. It was the same common themes in central midfield. We can't look after the ball well enough. And you know what? Spurs are shit. So they were giving us the ball as well.
Useless.
Proper. Useless. They're so dead. And they kept giving it to us. And I'm like, I literally said in my front room, shouting at the TV, they're giving us the ball. Just keep the ball, relax, and start playing ourselves into the game. But we kept giving it away. We almost stooped to their shit level. That was what pissed me off. And then I'm thinking, the shoehorning in Pogba, is this going to work? Like, we don't have that threat on the counter-attack. We're going to have to adapt the way we play if we're going to accommodate Cavani and Pogba, because they're great players, but we can't just try and play on the counter-attack, knocking balls in behind. If you take out Dan James and Greenwood, you lose that. But then we scored a goal, the perfectly good goal, and I just couldn't believe it got. I couldn't believe that it got disallowed. But what I love about our performance is the reaction at halftime, because you know what? They could have gone in at halftime feeling how we were as fans. Well, they would have been. They were on the pitch. They've got a perfectly good goal chalked off. And you see at the end of the half how angry they was. But I'm saying we got this away record for a reason. What's this reaction going to say? And you know what? Fair play to Ollie. We went up gears. And the most thing I like about the performance was that we did to Spurs what we should do to them, because they're not a very good side. I keep saying it. Like, this is an average side. They got Dyer and Roden centre halves. Aurier, right back. Reguilon, all right, he's good. Højbjerg, who just wants to just go around kicking people. Shit.
Wait, Flex. You can't just say Reguilon's good. Reguilon got his soul taken from him.
No, he's good. He's a good player, though. He's a good player.
The cheeky nutmeg.
Yeah, he got nuts. But Reguilon, I'm saying, like, sit down, Reguilon, but he's a good player, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to disrespect him. He's a good player.
Nowhere close to our left back.
Nowhere close to our left back, though.
Wanted him in the summer.
No, Roberto Carlos. You don't want to.
So I just love it. And you know what? Cavani, I have to talk about Cavani, because for me, I love the simplicity in his game, and I'm gonna offer up my apology. I am, because I'm doing the thing that a lot of fans. This is what we do. We keep moving. I was saying to Jay on Instagram, I was saying it, weren't I? I said, Jay, you know what, bro? The way Cavani's moving and the way it's going, it just feels like it's just fizzling out. I just think he should just slide out now. It's getting a bit. And he went, me slide out. He went, what? Don't you know what I do when you give me chances? You're just going to act like I haven't scored a bag of goals across my career. And I saw today why, if you can get him fit and give him chances, he probably can stay another year. So I've got but I'm not going to get too giddy in one game because I don't think he will stay fit long enough. It's not his fault, but he won't. So that's me.
What's that for? I'm going to come back to you, and Jay will respond to those comments that you just made. Let's go. Ifran says, guys, I just want to say I love you all. Like my second family. Justice for Cavani for the disallowed goal. Yes, that is true. Let's go. This sound says, KG and the lads, can you wish my son Leo happy 8th birthday from his dad? He loves Messi. All right. All right, let's do it. Listen, Leo, big up yourself.
Happy birthday, Leo.
Happy birthday, Leo.
Big up. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Listen, only a year till you turn 9, cuz.
good. Great maths from KG for little man, helping him out.
All right. What you call it? Selah says, have to say when we move the ball forward, when we move the ball forward quickly, we know how to do the magic, which we saw today. Let's play high tempo from the start. There's something wrong about tempo, but we'll get into that as we continue chatting. I just don't want to miss out on all the super chats. I think
we read that one. Yep.
Cool. Jay, Cavani, another year. What do you say to that?
Okay, I've got to go back to what Flex said. Yeah, Flex and I earlier today had a discussion on Instagram, and we were both of the opinion that maybe his head is already on a beach in Argentina. Yeah, so we got to hold our hands up in that, Flex. So when we're wrong, we're wrong.
Yeah, we got to take it.
We take it. But yeah, so I'm going to say that Cavani clearly came back from another injury and was obviously rusty. You give him the service, he will score. But again, we said 1,000 times about him, his movement off the ball and his work rate is second to none when he wants to do it. And today, from the first minute, he turned up and he wanted to do it. Like he did. And all credit to him. Would I give him another season with us? I don't know, guys. The jury's still out. If he scores another 5 or 6 goals for us between now and May, I'd say, yeah, sign the dotted line 1 more year. But if he goes on next week, the week after, and he gets to pick up another hamstring injury in and out of games, then I'd be saying no. And I like Cavani. But we have to analyse what we see in the pitch. So if he continues as he is, we keep him on. But again, he may not want to stay on. From what I've been reading, Boca Juniors already have the number 7 jersey ready for him if he wants it.
Wow.
So does he want to stay? I would imagine if the fans were on the ground, he would be a cult hero to the fans. And he would be getting a lot of love from the fans on the ground. I think that would be a massive factor because he is a bit of a cult hero.
Yeah.
Look, the jury's still out for me. I love the guy, but the jury's out.
Speaking to the jury, can I just say this, right? KG always asks a lot of questions when big things happen, yeah? But I'm just gonna talk about this. Paul Pogba on the wing, yeah? Is he the answer?
Is he the answer?
But in general, though, whether it's the left or the right, I'm just talking about freeing up Paul Pogba to play further up the pitch in one of these wide positions. It was a worry for me at the beginning because I'm saying we're just shoehorning him in. His best position is in central areas. You've got to find the best out of him, Ollie. This is poor. But when he decides to take souls like he did today and turn up, are we just getting excited because it's one game and he's turned up in that manner and that can't be how we play every game? Or are we saying a lot of nuts things?
Wait, listen. Actually, I'm going to let Alex. I could go crazy right now. Alex, I would like you to respond to that. But before you respond, let me quickly read these super chats. Here we go. Akam says, lads, breaking news. Fred found his passport. It was stolen by Jose when he was sacked. Jose thought he could go back to the Brazilian league and win something. Madness. Let's keep going. Bill Ingram says, actual Ollie quote, we should be conned. We shouldn't be conned, I have to say. If my son stays down for 3 minutes and he has what? Wait, his 10 teammates help him up, he won't get any food.
There's no way Ollie said that.
He never
said that.
There is no way Ollie said that.
Obviously, we've got Shane just joined. He's a new member inside.
Big up, Shane. Big up, Shaney.
Back. Welcome. Actually, so let's go straight over to Alex. Alex, Is Pogba the answer to any hand side?
I think we need to see it in more games. I know he has played there this season already, but I'd like to see a run of games. I mean, he does need to be in those further forward positions. I keep saying about changing formation to the 4-3-3 so that he can push further forward, because I think it's just so much. Why do you look so shocked?
No, because they're saying that Ollie did say this. Sorry, Karen, I'm just going to check Twitter and see what his quotes are.
Like, we need him and Bruno to both be like higher up the pitch where they can create. But so if that is the wing, then so be it. I mean, I don't think it will work in all games. Like we were saying about the putting Pogba there, not being able to counter them. But with Spurs or any team under Jose, you know that countering isn't going to be that much of an issue because he's going to sit so deep anyway. Like, of course, when they got their goal, you knew that we would just have more of the ball in the second half because he would drop deep. Like we saw it so many games with us when he was our manager. So you knew it would happen. So in those sort of situations where teams are deeper, it is probably a good idea to have Pogba there. Like today, he was just absolutely outstanding. I'd want to hear Jay's view on it, though, because I know Jay's been critical about Pogba in the past.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to hear
saying he isn't good enough and that we should get rid of him, because that is a massive thing that I don't want to get too excited, because if he leaves in the summer or something.
Okay, so now, guys. So now, can we bring everything back to reality? We've done the 25-minute madness of beating Spurs 3-1. Can we go back to reality now?
Guys. Can I just say something?
Go on.
Can I just say something? It's going off. Ollie said a madness, and Jose said a madness back. This is what Ollie has said. Ollie said, Solskjaer on Son. We shouldn't be conned. I have to say, if my son stays down for 3 minutes and he needs his 10 mates to help him up, he won't get any food. He did say that. Jose said, Sonny is very lucky that his father is a better person than Ollie. because they don't stop there. Because a father, you have to always feed your kids. It doesn't matter what they do. I have told Ollie what I think about his comments. Just get Marcus Rashford in and get Ollie to feed him. Don't care. Sit down, Jose. I love it.
That said without a hint of irony, Jose Mourinho of all people talking about how someone talks about players.
Ollie's a bit nuts though. Ollie said we shouldn't be conned. I have to say, if my son stays down for 3 minutes, if he stays down for 3 minutes and needs his 10 mates to help him up, he won't get no food. And Jose said, Son's very lucky that Ollie's that his father is a better person than Ollie.
Wait. Wow. You have to rate Jose's response though.
100%.
That's a good rip.
Bloody hilarious.
Jose's such a bastard. He said, thank God his dad's not Ollie. Because you always have to feed your kids no matter what they do.
Someone called it Hunger Games.
Oh my God. What a day.
So we're going to come back because I know it's going to bring us right down to where we need to be.
Jeez, lads. Jose Mourinho, he's just box office. You know, love him or hate him, but he's the most quotable manager of the last 10 years. He's fantastic. Let's give him credit.
We have to hear. All right, wait, hold on. Let me quickly do this one. Brooks says, Mourinho, you fraud. Get in the bin, you waste man. Pete lost the midfield, toyed with Spurs. Come on, United. Here we go. Kevin says, look like Greenwood and Pogba have the good connection with Cavani. Rashford and James doesn't look to service Cavani in the same way. Okay, interesting takes. Let's go. Yasser says, guys, we played on Thursday away to Granada. Then we traveled to North London. Spurs had a whole week off. Guys, this is a massive wow. There you go. Here you go. Yep, he actually did say that. Rashford.
I thought it was a joke. I literally said there's no way.
Rashford really could have come for Ollie still because, he likes to feed those kids. Here we go. Free roaming from Pogba equals best Pogba. Angry Ollie equals best Ollie. Up the lads. I think I've got all the comments out the way. Over to Jay.
Okay, so can we now take everything back down to reality? Can we?
No, Jay. I don't want to.
We have to. We've done a half an hour now.
Destination.
We've done a half hour of emotions and vibes, guys. Come on, let's be real for 2 minutes.
Fair enough.
2 minutes reality. Okay,
right, cool.
So everybody now is waxing lyrical about Pogba. Apparently, he's back, been world class. Blah 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 blah.
Right. I'm leaving. I'm going.
Okay.
Go on.
Flex, wait for it. You're going to love this. You're going to love this, right?
Go on.
Okay. The game is poised at 1-1. Take your minds back to the 66th minute. Pogba is on a 6-yard box. Shoot the goddamn ball. What does he try and do first? He tries to do a Hollywood flick with Lloris bearing down on him. Shoot the goddamn ball.
Jay.
Are you trying to say he didn't want to play today?
Jay.
Hey, that's not what I said. Don't try and put words into my mouth. Okay. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna lose the run of myself for one.
Lose it, Jay. Eminem it. Just lose it.
For 7.5 out of 10 performance. He played in the left, and I'd like to see a bigger body of evidence in further games to see how effective he can be in the left with Bruno.
All right. Now that last bit saying you want more consistency. All right. I just want to see some more games.
And also, that being said, when Pogba is on the left and there's still two donkeys, as in McFred, feeding Bruno, we still won't see the best from Paul Pogba. Listen,
I agree.
Come on now. Again, and I'm going to go back to what Jack was saying earlier on, and Jack was 100% correct, right? Fred scored, guys, from a 6-yard box. It was a tap-in. Any one of us would have scored. Anyone in the free seats.
With his track record, though, would it have surprised you if he missed?
No, God, no. Right? And I was watching at home, guys. I was watching at home, right? We got a free kick, I think, sometime between 70 and 80 minutes. And he's standing around the ball with Bruno.
Oh, no, with Bruno.
I'm thinking to myself, Fred, piss off. Why are you even standing near the ball? It's a free kick. You ain't shooting the goddamn ball. So, no, I'm not going to jump on a Fred bandwagon today because he had an okay second half. Scott McTominay today was poor, lads. Let's call a spade here. And Pogba was decent. He was doing his job. But I think at 1-1, he should be scoring. And I would like to see more of him out on the left with Donny van de Beek beside Fred or Matone.
No, I've had enough. That's too much negativity. You were killing my vibes. I was sitting there feeling excitement, bro. We'll bring him back in a second, bro. But that was bringing me right down, bro.
I've just watched Jose's thing back where he's being deadly serious. You know?
We'll bring it back in a few seconds, but Jay was getting too real with it, bro. Matt was just trying to break down my whole thing. I'm having a
he threw in the.
It's like Dr. Evil here, lads.
You threw it. You went full Roy Keane with he was just doing his job.
Guys, can I just say this? Yeah.
Oh shit.
If this is what we're like after beating Spurs, like just like kind of not routine win, but it kind of is, yeah. What happens if we win the Europa League?
We'll lose behind. I promise you.
To be honest, what about if we win the Premier League?
Oh, shut up.
All right, Jack. All right, Jack.
Positivity. Oh, come on. The moment I do it, it's all hands up. KG does it. It's all great. Let's drop a bomb.
Absolutely useless.
Jack said he's getting discriminated against.
It's all that I'm sick to death of it. It's all against me. Everyone's sick and tired of it, lads. Sick and tired of it.
Wait. Hey, Flex, that's funny. Jack's being discriminated against.
Absolute joking, man.
Oh, Jack, don't change.
Wait. We need to go over to we haven't given the Greenwood the right praise, and there's only one person. Wait, one second.
Put him on solo.
Jack's good.
Absolute joke.
Alex, we need some Greenwood love, bro.
I was so happy.
Man said it's Jackism.
People keep saying as well about how he can't play on the right hand side, but I think like with that, like I've said before about the stupid dribbling into blind alleys and stuff, that's something the coaches can easily tell him to stop doing. And his delivery, like when he actually does put crosses in and stuff, it's brilliant. He's put in so many good crosses this season. Like that's one area of his game. Like his goals haven't been as many this season, but that could be because number one, players know what he's going to do now because of last season, and then just you do get inconsistency in people that age. But if you look at like his last few games, he is actually starting to score again more frequently, which is really good. But his overall play this season has been better than last season. I don't care what anyone says because it's true. If you actually watch him play, it definitely has been.
He is not. His
goal scoring isn't as good, but his overall play is better.
No, I don't think so.
Also, check his assists as well. How many more he has this season than last season?
Oh, we have to be honest. It dipped his. I think his head wasn't in the game the way it was meant to be. I think.
Yeah, his friend committed suicide. Gareth Southgate is the main one who really screwed him over. That was an absolute piss take. How him and Foden do the same thing. Foden has a girlfriend and a kid, and yet all the press go after Greenwood.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know the reason why, but it's an absolute joke. And he's a kid. And to have like obviously all this like expectation in England as well. Like obviously I like England, but they are an absolute joke. How we protected him for a full year with the no speaking to the press, all of this because we don't. His dad said when he signed the new contract, look after him, don't like. As soon as he went England, because he's such a prodigal talent. As soon as he gets to England, they put him in front of the cameras. They were asking him such ridiculous questions as well, like, "Oh, who do you live with?" and stuff. It's like, why is that relevant? What's that got to do with anything? Like trying to find out if he lives with his parents or if he like is this like big shot or whatever that lives on his own. It's such a joke. They really fed him to the wolves. But like I said, recently he started to like score and assist again, and like his overall play has been really improving. And I think like if you watch Cavani play, like for any striker, not just in our team, like they should just watch his movement. It's just absolutely unreal. But Greenwood's movement I do actually think it has improved from working with Cavani.
100%.
Like Martial and Rashford said, they learned a lot off Zlatan and Greenwood. Now they're more like established. They probably won't be as willing to learn as Greenwood is because he's way younger. But I think Cavani has been an actually brilliant influence. And I can't remember where I read it, but they said that Cavani's really tried to take Greenwood under his wing and like give him like tips all the time in training and stuff.
Yeah, you always see them. You always see him talking to him, even that thing.
Yeah, with his, like, doing that and his arm around and stuff.
Yeah, which is nuts because you got to remember, Cavani don't speak no English. Ollie just said, I want to know what he's saying because Ollie said.
Greenwood wants to know what he's saying as well.
100%, he's still trying to work it out. He's using Google Translate, bro. Because he was saying, Ollie said when one of the other comments I just saw him saying that basically for a guy who doesn't speak English, you know, he's doing amazing. His family's not here, so. If he does, hopefully, fingers crossed, he stays with us. If he doesn't, we would have been happy to have had him here. So it is really up in the air as to whether. Yeah, I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go.
I mean, obviously, as a European, I don't know as much about like their like league and culture or whatever. But you'd think surely like playing in games like this today, in like massive Premier League games, he can retire anytime in that league. Like,
yeah, it's just, but you know what it is, Alex, though? You know what it is, Alex? Being that far away from your family and stuff like that. We in a different, you know, we had to mix up the stuff that happened with the when he got banned. I said it's a cultural difference. I know he wasn't trying to be deliberately racist, of course not, but he didn't understand that thing, and you're away from your family. He's got kids. He's always posting up his kids and stuff like that. We don't know what's going on. You know
also,
what I mean?
I think as well, and Ollie has actually commented on it, but I think it's the same problem Di Maria had and other players have had, is that when you go from your sunny country to living in England, especially Manchester, 100%. It's like, especially in England, how bad the weather is. So I can fully understand. Yeah.
A few super chats here. JP says the reason why our number 9 works today is that we get room to pass behind. We never get this when 90% of the teams park the bus. Well, Spurs aren't normally, renowned for coming at you. They do park the bus quite a lot. And Zamiasi says Spurs losing today and Arsenal winning. He's over the moon. Yeah, Arsenal doing their best to get up from 10th to 9th probably for a week. That's good.
Absolutely useless.
And Kay says, for the first time in a long while, I felt safe with a ball in behind the defence without Bailly. Henderson seems to be moulding his game around Neuer. We're in good hands with a keeper who loves United.
Preach that. Good, great comment.
Okay, so Jay spoke about just back down to earth and stuff like that. Are we saying Henderson's Neuer now? Like what?
I'm not saying it's Neuer, but on that point, I have it here. 61st minute, Maguire was caught for pace, as he invariably is. Out comes Henderson and clears the ball and saves Maguire's blushes. I counted 3 times today that Henderson saved with his feet, De Gea-esque. So today for me, and I got to give Henderson credit. And I know we discussed the whole keeper selection thing, great details. We won't go over it again. But for me today, Henderson had his best game in the jersey today. So all credit to you.
Yes, he did. Actually, just on that, did you see Flex? I sent it to you. Herrera sends comments.
Yeah, about the WhatsApp group.
He says, the number one. He's the main, basically saying this is the number one. Like, basically sit down. That was the energy that I read from the message. You know, so you already know. And if you can do that in public, only God knows what happens in private when they're talking. You know, so, and I know Ollie was like, make sure you get a picture of these two together to try and dispel that there could be issues going on. It's not all a bed of roses right now at United with the goalkeeping situation. But again, if this is the new battle, let it commence. If Henderson and De Gea are going to have to fight it out, and De Gea is going to get these Europa League games and win a cup, help us literally pick up the Europa League, I'm here for it.
You have got to give credit to Henderson. You do, because one thing I do, even though I still, you know, maybe we have to come away as fans of having to choose. Let's just let it play out. But I was always saying that, you know, De Gea I still think is the better keeper. He's way more experienced, got a lot more credit in the bank, and I still stand by he didn't do anything to get dropped. But it's becoming. I've always maintained that I do like Henderson, and what I do like about him most is actually his belief in himself to say, I don't care what anyone says. I'm better than De Gea. Like, he believes that. And you do need that if you want to be at Man United and be the best. I do respect that. I respect that. And more importantly than not, he's having steady performances. I don't see a huge difference between them. It's not like when Henderson plays like, oh yeah, this is way better than having De Gea, and vice versa. But I do like his belief in himself. I'll give him that.
Oh, and Alex, you had something to say?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you guys, do you think if De Gea wouldn't have gone on that paternity leave, if he would still be number one? Because they saw that as like an opportunity to like shoo him in. Yeah. So would he have had the like balls to say to drop him if he hadn't been given like a ready-made reason? And I think we said while De Gea was away during that time on the show, like it'll be interesting when De Gea comes back if Henderson stays in.
Alex, I honestly don't believe if David hadn't gone to Spain, would he have been dropped? Because how could Solskjaer drop De Gea when he hadn't put a foot wrong all season, essentially? Exactly. Bar possibly the incident versus Calvert-Lewin in the Everton 3-3 game. Bar that, for me, De Gea hadn't put a foot wrong. So I don't think Solskjaer would have the balls to drop him.
One thing that makes me, I am worried about that if he does leave, and I've had people tweet me, and it is true, is I hope we give him a proper send off and don't act disrespectful like we acted to Rio, how we acted to RVP and like countless other players. I hope he gets like a proper send off, which without fans might be hard, but
but that's when the Europa League might come into it, because I genuinely believe I don't think De Gea is playing another Premier League game for Man United. He's done.
Won't. What ever? You think he's going to leave?
Ever. I think it's done. I think it's gone flex in the summer. And that's it.
So just do the Europa League running and then done.
Yeah, I think KG's point about if he can win us the Europa League, and it's terrible when you actually talk about it, because it is literally, he's gone. His wife's had a kid, and he's been absolutely outcast at United. It's a joke, but
so depressing.
You know.
Michael Vieira says, "I'm with Jay. How dare Ollie come third when fans said he will come fifth or sixth? How dare Ollie then sit comfortably in second when we all thought we'd be lucky to get top four? How dare he improve culture and mentality and players? Ollie out."
He's taking a piss. That's like
that's tongue in cheek.
A
lot of sarcasm, but again, he's in there spitting his facts, and you know, I like to hear people that thought otherwise. I do. Even my mate, I got a message from my mate today, and it's like, "Bro, you still want Ollie not to get a new contract?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, yeah. And he said, like, why though? And I was like, well, there's quality here, and there's still levels to go. It's like, can you improve? Can you add something? Can you put an extension on your house? Yes, you can, because the house be worth more. Of course it can. And that's all I'm saying is there a manager in world football to get us closer? Yes, there is.
Yeah, KG, you said no negativity. Why are you doing this?
No, sorry, because I got a message from my mate, and he was like, he was on.
Yeah, but this is negative. You're bringing negative. You're being negative.
Cash me out, bro. I need to.
Andrea says, you guys are awesome. Great game today. Can you wish Matt a happy birthday from Taya and Miles? Hey, Matt, big up yourself. And that is from Taya and Miles. Drop the bomb, KG.
All right. Big up.
Big up yourself, Matt. I'm going to guess that Matt, I'm going to say Matt is 23. It's going to guess. Let us know how old he is in the comments.
It's going to be 24, fam.
Quality.
Last year you were 22. You're an idiot. Pumpkin says Fred isn't getting enough credit. He had a bad first half, but who didn't? Wasn't just a tap in. Good 1-2s. People just don't want to give credit and just meme. Well, you know what?
But
let's talk about it then. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about McTominay and Fred. Yeah, just for a couple of minutes because then we'll finish out with some other good stuff. Fred, I think we just saw the things they're good at and the things they're bad at in one game. It's as simple as that. We saw good energy. We saw good tenacity, good interceptions, winning the ball back, up and down, good. McTominay did that a good couple of times. Used his body well, got out some good positions. Well, I was like, well done. And then we saw other times, kicking the ball out of play, losing possession, out of position, dragging someone down, silly free kick, whatever. So I just think we saw the good and the bad. And then we saw the almost impossible with Fred scoring. So we saw a bit of everything in the game from Fred. But I do think Fred can get a bit of a hard bargain. I think we were saying that today, innit, Jay, to the guy from St. Lucia. He said Fred is awful. He was like, no, he gives me nightmares. He can't pass. He's crap and this, that. I thought that was a little bit too harsh because I think Fred can give you that tenacity alongside another functioning midfielder who can pass. Do you know what I mean?
I think today was probably today for me, Ndombele for Spurs was the perfect opponent for Fred. Because it was going to be a war of attrition. It was going to be a physical war of attrition. Who can get their ass around the pitch? And Fred, to his credit, does that very, very well. And I'm not going to go back on everything I've been saying on his show for the last, however, been on, 4 or 5 months, that Fred can't pass, he can't shoot. I still stand by that. Today, he had one of his better games because the player he came up against, Ndombele, suited his style of play. And also, the way Mourinho played in a 4-2-3-1, the same as us, that suited the game today for McTominay and Fred. So I'm not going to come on here all of a sudden and say Fred is the second coming. I still wouldn't have him near our first 11 if we signed a Declan Rice, for argument's sake, which won't happen, or a Basuma. I wouldn't. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite here, okay? He scored today from a tap-in. He had a decent second half, but his game as a Brazilian, as a 50 million player, he's still lacking for us, guys. So I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon after 145 minutes. No way.
Of course you won't. Let's go over to Sam. Sam says, is it possible we're reading too much into this De Gea situation? He will play the Europa, so if we win, he gets a medal, and Henderson plays the Prem games. If possible, there is no issue. There you go. Onto this one, it says, Ash Tosh says, I feel like Oli learns to be ruthless in his selection and tactics. He could win us a title. Great win today. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Moving on. I do like Oli with a bit of spice, though, and talking the way he's talking at the end of the game. Calm down about Oli. He never struggled to get wins against top teams. It's breaking down the low block that he can't do. He can only counter. Okay.
But the goals today weren't counters, so
no, they were proper goals.
They weren't. They were proper goals, mate. They were proper goals. Weren't by accident. It's good, flipping good goals.
And we have struggled to beat the top teams this season, anyway.
So Hector Gonzalez says, lads, let's enjoy today. We got a big old Burnley next. All right, here we go. I hope I'm not fuming next Sunday, and the team holds up this playing style. Again, we're playing a lot of games. It'll be interesting how we change stuff because on Thursday we got a lot of players. People can't play, so Ollie's gonna have to question it up. It'll be very interesting to see what he does with his lineup, but we'll get into that. Here we go. Reeves says the reason this victory is so sweet because we were robbed by the ref. VAR, but we still smashed Spurs. Come on.
And because it's Jose.
That's because it's Jose.
Yeah, and do you know why Jose's a little chief? Yeah, and I don't lose no sleep for him having problems. I swear to you, Jose said his post-match interview was very similar to something I've seen from him before when he spoke about Spurs when he was our manager. They've got a good midfield, very powerful, very strong. Not only that, they know what to do. He was saying things, and I was thinking, "You little scumbag!" Yeah, he was the one that before football wasn't really known as a virus, until he had the breakdown with my man, with Jose. As soon as this virus came out, who was the first person to call him a virus? Jose was, and he's done the same with Dele Alli. Every time he goes to a club, he always finds a player.
Always does it. He done it with Hazard just before he left.
Yeah,
Chelsea
Hazard
as well.
Chelsea.
Awful.
So this is his style.
Done it with the flipping doctor.
Done it either Quintero, bruv.
Yeah.
All remember. Hang tight.
Did you guys see what he said though the other day about? I can't remember who they played. They said to him like, "Oh, you've made a career out of being able to defend a league," and then he's like, "Same manager, different players." Like basically saying that I can defend a league at all these other clubs, but these players aren't good enough.
Of course he did, and I could see that he wanted to take credit because obviously he's giving McTominay his start, so he was trying to be clever. He gave McTominay his start. Really, he gave him player of the season, manager's player of the season. And then after, did he sign Fred? Was Fred his signing?
Yeah,
it was.
There you go. Yeah. So in a sense, he kind of gave himself the praise. Said, "Look, I bought Fred and McTominay in, so it's really me. Like I'm not the bad person."
Yeah, you also tried to shot Paul Pogba, who just bossed all of your players and sat them all down. You know what I mean?
I think how he treated Shaw was even worse than
Shaw. 100%.
That one where he said Shaw got man of the match, and he's like, "You only got man of the match because it was his body with my brain."
He's so good.
Imagine that being your manager, but he should be praising him, saying it's amazing to get his confidence up. He's like, "No, it was just because I was 100%. Telling him what to do."
Andy says, I think Man United is on a run, and I think that Man United will win every game for the rest of the season, and City will lose first because of complacency. Wishful thinking there. Keegan says, we need last year's Fred. Also, big up the team. Glory, Man United. Say from Yangon says, United's win brought a little bit of happiness to the people of Myanmar. Majority of people here are United fans. United we stand, save Myanmar. I don't know exactly what's going on over there, but that's the second time I've heard about that. So
last week.
Thoughts with them. Shane says, can we please have this group to do a United watch along? Honestly, would be jokes. Big up, lads. I couldn't do a watch along. I respect. I couldn't do it. Honestly, to the point where you guys might think, "Oh, Vex is all right. He's always calm. He's a nice guy, isn't it?" Well,
no,
put the camera.
I don't think that at all.
You don't.
If you want to see flip flop, if you lot think I flip flop on here,
and we'd all be sitting there shouting, and Jay would just be in the corner with his notebook, like.
No, guys, trust me. If I do a watch along with you guys, any parents watching with children, put them in the next room because it won't be fit for children. Trust me.
Well, it's a good reason. It's a good thing that your dad's not Jay, because he shouldn't be putting kids in another room.
Boom.
Hey guys, it has to be done. We have to talk about it. I heard this. We're gonna do player rating soon, and all that. We'll do that today. Because Drory said we can go on for a bit later. I need to stir the pot now. Kane came out. There's some quotes or something from the Kane camp saying, if we don't get top 4, I no longer want to be here. I've been saying this from a while ago that, listen, Kane could end up becoming available because someone of his quality is looking at his life now. He's saying, you know that little boy inside that was inside RVP? Oh, that little boy resides inside Kane as well. And he's saying to himself, I need to win something or at least get paid more. Yeah? There's only one club that can do it. We're screaming out for a number 9. If Cavani, no, but City's not really going to put that.
They need to replace Aguero.
They wouldn't do that. Would City do that? Would City spend that?
I don't know, because the question is they normally don't spend like big on one player. They just get loads of like 50-60 million pound players, whereas Kane I think will cost like 120 million.
Said they don't
or more.
do it. Even though they're lying because they do have money, City, I think that they're like, we've never seen them do it, even though they have got money. That's not their
60 million
not their mold.
record, I think.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz.
Yeah,
I would. I don't know about you lot. Free seats, get involved in this as well. I'd love to hear from everyone on the panel right now. I would 100%, yeah, spend the money on him. I don't
get anyone else for the summer. Just say you have to have exactly the same team, but you could just put him up there.
That's such a hard question.
All right, so what are we saying? If today we had that exact same team, you've got to have Lindelof, Maguire, you've got to have McTominay and Fred, Matic here and there, Bruno in the 10, you've got Rashford, you could put Pogba on the left if you want, do the Mason Greenwood thing, yeah, nice, but you got Kane up front though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, are we saying what could that do for us next season? Or the same problem's going to happen in midfield?
Kane and Bruno, Kane with Pogba. Are you not trying to deep how mad this would be?
I don't want to bring everyone back down to earth, but we need a CDM.
I know.
That's what I think is the most important as well.
We're not getting one, so forget about it.
Yeah, well, we're not getting Kane either.
I was going to say, we're not going to spend 150 million on Kane.
We didn't spend the money on Sancho, so we're not spending even more on Kane.
No, but I'm not saying we're getting him. I'm saying that he puts in a transfer. I'm not, because obviously we can't just sign Kane. It's a dream move. But if he puts in a transfer request, that could happen because they're not looking close. I know, listen, again, I know I can look stupid. This is who I am. Accept me. Yeah? I'm telling you right now, if Kane puts in a transfer request, we need to be the first one saying, I would love to sign him.
Jay, what was you going to say?
The elephant in the room here, guys, is very simple. Ed Woodward and Matt Judge are not even playing the same sport as the cute and astute Daniel Levy. Come on, Daniel Levy's negotiation skills and business acumen are elite level. Look at I'm not going to use language, guys, because it's Sunday and the dead Lord and all that. But look at the business atrocities those two numpties have done over the last couple of years. They haven't got the intelligence to negotiate with Dan Levy for any player, let alone Harry Kane. So it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. There's no way Levy signs that off for not get 120 million. Impossible.
At least.
In COVID as well.
Yeah.
In COVID when they need to replace him. Impossible.
Would you not?
Yeah, and to a direct Premier League rival.
100%.
Well. So he's just going to
down 100.
Hey, Jack, Spurs, they're not a rival. Yeah, they're not a rival. Spurs.
Wait, can I just answer this? Can I get here? You not spend 120 million on Kane?
No, I would spend it if it weren't a whole budget in one go. But I do agree with you, KG. No, I do. Listen, I do agree. If you add him into our current thing, he's so good that it could counter what you lose because we didn't get the CDM at times. But I still think over the course of all the competitions we want to be in, you still need to sort out that supply line, that engine room. It's not right. We don't keep the ball enough. Like we've seen when Cavani plays up front and don't get no chances. I know you're saying that that Kane's a bit different, like he can come off, get assists, and he can. He's clever enough to do that. But I'm talking about to get 25 goals a season out of Kane. We're still going to have to improve that midfield for me and develop the right hand side.
100. I just think that with Jack, you can go ahead. With Cavani, probably on his way out, yeah, and then freeing up real wages. If De Gea is leaving, yeah, there's a lot of wages that are going to be available here, and there's a player that is potentially unhappy. Now, when a player puts in a transfer request and says enough's enough, I don't want to be here because he's been given promises. When they sold the likes of the players that they had, they told Kane, "Don't worry, we're on the up and up here." He has not been given the return of what they said. He signed the contract hoping that, like what we did to Pogba almost. They told Kane, we're going to be winning trophies. They got rid of Poch, and now they got Mourinho in. And Mourinho's affecting that club. I know you lot might not want to see it, but Mourinho's really doing Mourinho things to that team. So does Kane want to be there? Probably not. There's probably arguments happening in the dressing room. Luckily, it's Tottenham and it doesn't go out the same way it was with Man United. But I don't think that's a happy dressing room.
Oh, 100%. We can see it's not from what Larice was saying. Just let me get these super chats out before you guys carry on. Sophia's Football Talk says, I want Kane, but I also need a centre-back and CDM, maybe even a right winger. Yeah, that's basically what we've been saying, Sophia. Like, that we got so many other priorities. It's a big risk to spend the whole budget on that. Marshall De Gea throwing back. I read that one earlier. Santiago says, what do Matt Judge and the ref from today have in common? They're always missing calls. And Abjit says, Jose is... that was a good one. Jose's love child McTominay tried his best to help Spurs. How the hell did he play 90 minutes? So overrated, just like Fletcher. What's going on here?
Whoa.
Need to buy non-British players who are cheaper but talented. You're entitled to your opinion, Abjit, but I think you're off the mark there. I think you're way off the mark. Vignesh says, great win, guys. It was a game of two halves, proper. Jose in the mud. Back to Jack's gonna. Oh, here we go. Back to the actual game. Back to the actual game we saw today was the fast positive football can do. KG, we don't need a number 9 this summer. We need the creators. And another super chat here from. We've read that one. And Michael Vieira says,
creators, can I just say a point actually? I was debating with someone on Twitter the other day that they said that, I think you saw, didn't you, Jay? Of saying that we were like really creative in how we've created the third most like chances in the league. Do you guys watch us play and think that we're creative?
No,
absolutely not. No.
Yeah, exactly. No. And me and Jay were getting like pelters from these two people on Twitter for saying that we weren't creative and like showing us the stats of we're third for like chances created and stuff. It's like I don't need to look at the stats because I watch the team play and I know that we aren't creating loads of chances.
Yeah, I actually often think the people that come up with those stats, do they just look at the mathematics and the probability of football? Do they actually watch what's happening on the pitch? We don't create enough chances. And I said at the start of the show, Flex, when we discussed Cavani, I reckon today Cavani saw more of the ball today than he had in his last 3 appearances, and he scores 2 goals.
Absolutely.
So those people that Alex refers to, I pay them no credence whatsoever.
Do you know what else about Cavani today as well? How he looked after the ball. Because when you actually get him on the ball, and it's not getting him on the ball to get him to turn and run at people. He knows he's not good at that. He's a proper number 9. The way he just receives the ball, makes the right decision with the pass, the right weight, the right direction, and he's off. Then he offers himself again, makes the run again, recycles the play. Just proper number 9 player. I know KG pretends he plays up front, but I'm
telling you, bro, up front, I'm a problem, you know. I'm telling you.
I know I'm a big problem.
Not a bad problem.
It'll be a big problem.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm doing the Tevez job. I'm running everything down, yeah?
Guys, just quickly. It should be good. Keep going.
I've never seen KG play football, but I cannot believe that for a second.
Okay, right. Right, fellas. By a show of hands. Hold on a sec, KG. By a show of hands, and even in the comments, you can put the emoji hands, right? By a show of hands, who thinks that KG won't be very good at football?
Wait, hold on. Who put your hands up?
It depends on where he's playing. I could see KG as a stopper blocker, old school centre half.
That's exactly what I was going to say. KG, no, forget centre half. KG, you're Mr. Motivator on the bench, getting him rolled up. You're just clapping about.
Hey, the comments are disrespecting you. There's bare hands in there. Sure. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Hold on. What's it? Someone said. Someone in the pre-seat said, surely not a striker. Like, they're saying, surely not. That's a disrespect.
You know what's funny? One day, Flex, we have to show it. I promise you'll be surprised. I'm deceptively quick, you know.
Okay, listen, you know what we'll do, KG? If and when we ever actually get to meet in Dublin going forward, we have to book a sports hall for a 5-a-side. In either stand, we take on 5 lads in Ireland on a 5-a-side, just for the fun. That'll be fun. And then we'll see who's who.
Yes, and listen, I'm telling you guys, no less than 5 goals. I guarantee.
Do you know what KG said to me the other day? KG said, yeah, I went 5-a-side. Guess what? I said, what? He says, I scored 2 goals. That means you're shit. If you tell someone single digits how many goals you scored, that means you're crap.
All right.
Yeah.
But okay, you lot, remember you said this, yeah? I can't wait for the day because you lot in the mud. I'm gonna have a real Farage moment. I'm like, you laughed at me, or you're not laughing. Are ya?
KG Van der Bench is his position. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
All right, cool.
Oh.
Listen, you lot have no respect. We have to rate these players, but before we rate the players, I really want to shedd some light on Pogba because I think we kind of glossed over Pogba's performance today. Pogba allows us to play in a way that. Did you see the one touch stuff that started to happen between
Brilliant.
and Bruno? It was beautiful. There was little moments where you're saying, "Wow, look at the way we're moving the ball around." This guy is so key to what we want to do going forward. We like. I know we can say we get frustrated with Pogba because we want him to sign the contract. We want him to show some loyalty. We want him to change his agent. But there's nothing that can take away. This guy is great at football. Yes, sorry, I know I've got a little echo there. Yes, he's got his, there's something about his consistency, but we're a better team with him in it than him out of it. That's just how I feel. Anyone else
People say about his consistency, but our whole team's inconsistent, but it seems to be Pogba gets labelled it.
Yeah, but I think what we saw today is that
Very
Pogba
true.
playing in the pivot is not what we need. Like, sorry, he was playing on the wing, but when we play him in the pivot, you see two different Paul Pogbas. And I think on the wing long term could be. But I agree with you, Alex. I think the 4-3-3 is a definite move we should go for, because then it gives Pogba the license to roam forward, whilst the other two can kind of, sit back, and it gives us more dynamism going forward.
Because on the wing as well, you do lose. Like Pogba's so good at bringing the ball from deep, like getting up the pitch, and also his long range passing, and you lose that when you play him on the wing.
No, but Jay just thinks it's overrated. Yeah. Jay thinks it's overrated. So
because he is overrated, lads. Because he is.
Some of the stuff he was doing, Jay, we don't have a player that could come anywhere close to doing like his ability on the ball and stuff.
Yeah, look, okay, so now we're doing Paul Pogba. Fair enough. Okay, guys, he's here 4 years. Okay, and no matter what I say for Paul Pogba against Paul Pogba, Pogba FC in the comments are going to lose their minds. So look, he played okay today in the second half. Yes, he did, and as I said, I'd like to see a bigger random sample of Paul Pogba playing on the left, because we know for a fact that Solskjaer won't go back to 4-3-3 as much as we all want to see it.
Yeah, he won't.
He got the job based on the 4-3-3. So, and we've seen if you play Pogba beside a Matic, a Fred, or a Matomale in the 4-2-3-1, it does not work. So it's a case of the only place right now that Solskjaer can fit him is on the left wing. So I'd like to see a bigger body of evidence to see, can he actually function out there? Is he left winger? No, of course not. He's box to box. But until we get a world-class CDM, we'll repeat ourselves 1,000 times, and a defender that can actually marshal a game beside Maguire, we will not see the best of Paul Pogba in a potential 4-3-3. That's it.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's on it.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, but this is what it comes down to. This is why KG's point, bringing back down to earth, we don't really need Harry Kane now. Like, we need a CDM to complete the puzzle in midfield. Yes. I know KG's going to be mad on that.
We told you look. They've told us. The club has said it's not happening. Flex's good friend, Mr. Cooper from Sky, told Flex over and over. Flex is like,
he didn't just tell me. He told all you lot on United Stand. He told everyone.
That is literally mental, though. How he can watch us play, and he just loves Fred and McTominay.
Yeah, but we need, because you look at that's what I mean. You look at when we create chances, and the forwards. I'm not concerned about really more so than the pivot. We need a CDM to partner McTominay ideally. I know we talk about Fred, but Fred's not our long-term solution. He's not going to win us a league title. It's simple. We just need that CDM. And I understand, KG, you're hype over Harry Kane, but why do you think if we're not going to get a CDM, we're going to shell out 150 mil for Kane?
They said that striker's a position that they are looking at.
Yeah, but it makes no sense.
I don't know this club. This is what they're.
Everyone's saying it's a KG like as if.
Like you look.
Yeah, no.
A lot of reckless things would happen. A lot. Yeah.
Let me just get these super chats out. So Jamie says, how many points off City are we? Can we catch them? I think we will be 8 points if we win our game in hand. But it's very tight.
Single digits.
Yeah,
it will be. I believe again.
Oh, for God's sake!
Jesus.
Real talk, you lot, seriously now. Remember, I play in base.
You wouldn't beat Maguire in the race. You wouldn't. Pogba had the same number of goals and assists for Juve as he does for United. Actually factual, but people need to realise he dictates games and isn't a Bruno. He's definitely, he's not a Bruno, that's for sure. Chris Pankhurst says the 3 M's needed to be dropped. Frogba and Fanbeck would be the killer midfield. Either CDM to raise the tempo, to increase the fluidity and the style of play. And Nathan says calling Pogba overrated is insane. Shaking my head. What are we doing here, man? And Gav TV says, in a better team with a better CDM, Pogba is less restricted and is more of an attacking threat, but not with these lot. It's just about trying to find the right combinations. Abject says, players like Fletcher, Johnny Evans only look good when they play with other world-class players like Vidic and Scholes, Ronaldo. On their own, they are average at best. Keno was spot on about Fletcher. Look, I get what you're saying, but these are still big men who have played a lot of games for Man United. Johnny Evans played a hell of a lot of games for Man United, won Premier League titles. You don't do that if you're a shit player. Like, you don't. Like, he's even gone to Leicester at this age and still looks very good. Why? Because he's a good player. Like, I'm not saying he's world class, but you can't just discredit these players like they're not big players. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't the Beckhams or the Ronaldos or the Scholes, and not everyone can be that level of player. For me. This win feels sweeter than a box of donuts. What a half of football by our lads. Ollie getting the better of Mourinho is just the icing on the cake. Big up to you fellas, 100%.
All right, I think it's time to do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's do the player ratings because it usually takes a while, so it just gives us time, and then we'll probably call it a wrap. If not. Yeah. So Jack, let's over to you. Hi. Flex, I'm not joking. I seriously play in vapors, you know.
Oh my!
You've got no business being in vapors. You should be playing in Copa Mundials on. You should be playing in World Cups, on firm ground. So you've got the studs, but it's hard. You need the molds, you need the Copas, but you got World Cups. That's what you should be doing for the extra grip.
Do you know what's crazy? I'm literally setting you up to rinse me, bro. Anyway, all right, Jack. 7 games. You're gonna go with Jack Henderson. What are you giving Henderson, bro? What's your rating for Henderson?
It's got to be an 8.
Yeah,
it's got to be an 8. 8.
Everyone,
he was superb. And in key moments of the game, he saved us.
I'll give him 8. Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, wicked. Okay, no one's arguing with that. Let's move on to I'm gonna come to the main man, Jay. Jay, rate Maguire for me today, please, bro.
Maguire, I thought average 6.
Oh yeah.
He was caught for pace 3 times that I saw. I mean, maybe there was more that I missed. So yeah, and a very average 6. He didn't cost us the first goal. I didn't think it wasn't his fault, but yeah, average 6.
6. Yes. Is everyone in agreement with a 6?
Yeah, I said 6.
Yes, man. Yeah. Yep.
Some decent headers though. Couple of blocks.
With a head that size, come on, you gotta get your head in the ball.
Slab head.
Man said, just do your job, basically. All right, cool. Moving on. Alex Lindelof.
I'll give him 7 it's 7 very good or good. No, actually, I'll give him 6. I don't think he was that great. So 6 is just
7.
Decent.
Alex, 7 is like KG good. So that's.
I'll give him a 6.
No, I'm taking the mic now.
I need to watch it back again, but for their goal, didn't he try to clear it? And
he missed it. Yeah, he missed the ball.
So same as Maguire, 6. So he didn't play badly, but nothing spectacular.
Oh, that miss though.
I need to watch it back if it wasn't his fault, but it looked like when I saw it that it was.
It was his fault.
What for the first goal?
For the Spurs goal.
For the Spurs goal, yeah. It was his fault. He should have cleared it.
Yeah, so 6 then.
All right, cool. Let's go Flex. You can do the what about we give Roberto Carlos?
I'm going to give him an 8, a solid 8. He was excellent today. As per just like all season, which is why he's player of the season. Which is why he's player of the season for Man United.
How good was you guys as player of the year today?
He was.
Okay.
Well, we ain't got there yet. But I have to do this. But I do have to do this. Because I know this is a KG kind of thing.
Mhm.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka today.
Animal.
Inject it.
Off air,
He done one thing.
He
He done one thing, yeah. Because you know what KG's like. Did you see this one thing where he done his job? But you know what KG's like. But he did do one thing, yeah. When I thought my phone, I was looking at my phone. I was just waiting to see KG. Yeah, he done what someone fizzed it in at him, and he was running onto it, and he just the way he controlled it was so nuts. I thought, right, how's he still got the ball? That's mad. And just in general, though, he was a massive outlet. He was a big reason why in the second half we kicked on, and a lot of our play did come down that side as well. He was very good, very good.
Here, it's a bit mad. I'm seeing a mad, and like I can't believe what Aaron Wan-Bissaka 5, really?
Yeah, I don't think many people would agree with that. Not today.
Yeah,
It wasn't a 5. No way.
I want to give him a 7 today. I thought, he could have. I thought he could have got involved with the. Yes, he was marking Kane, but he kind of just stopped running after that first goal incident as well. But
that was actually Marcus Rashford's fault, you know.
It was. But then it was just that moment, you know, because it felt like it was just okay. I'm going to stop moving now, you know. And I just thought, because I like him so much, I thought let me just be balanced. It was a 7. Going forward, he was involved a little bit.
7 definitely. Yeah.
One touch football. I thought it was weak, and Son could not. Son was so frustrated having to go down that wing.
Good.
The level of protection that he offers is incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Going to midfield.
Midfield. Go on. Flex, take over.
McTominay. What are we saying for McTominay?
6. I thought it was
6. I think 6. First half, it wasn't great.
Do you say he was poor today?
No. I would say, like I said, the good and the bad, isn't it? So early on, like everyone else, it was silly yellow card, giving the ball away, not too good on the ball. And then when you see the best of McTominay, which is when he's using his body, he's getting about the pitch. He does move the ball when he moves the ball simply. I'd say between a 6 and a 7, but I don't like halves, man. I think 7's a bit too high.
I thought Fred was better.
I think he could be worthy of that. Because at the end of the game, when it started to get on top, he was
good then. Yeah, he was good then.
They were really breaking stuff down. McTominay trying to shoot on the edge of the box. There was loads of little bits from him that you say, you know what?
All right, cool. Go on then. Do you know what? Because that means we're putting the other guys really high. So all right. You know, it's been a good day. All right, cool. Give him a 7.
Let's go. Jay, rate Fred for us, please.
Okay, because you scored, everybody is losing the run of their minds, and they're going to completely gloss over his performance.
Oh,
he's passing as usual as erratic. We got work ready, put tackles in against Ndombele, which I previously said. But guys, there was an instance in the 52nd minute. We had a corner kick which Spurs cleared for I think it was Dyer from a header. The ball came to Fred in midfield. Fred had to control the ball and pass to Shaw, back another cross. Fred kicked the ball for a touch.
I remember.
Fred's a 6. 6 today.
Yeah, I agree with
6. 6. No more. 6. You gotta be realistic, guys. It's 6.
When did that goal come? When did the Fred's goal? Was that the first? Was that our first goal?
Yeah.
50th minute.
Just watched it back though. It was falling down. It wasn't a tap-in.
Not even that. I think it's the lead up to it.
Flex. KG would have scored it.
No,
that's what I mean. KG would you have scored that?
No, he wouldn't. Jay wouldn't have scored.
Is it that bad?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I can just tell by looking.
I can't.
That's the maddest thing about this. I've never even seen him play football, but I don't know why I'm saying this. It's just funny because it's him.
Oh, Jesus.
KG's either going to do one of two things. He's either going to prove us all wrong.
I can't wait, and I'm going to have a celebration for each goal, fam.
Good. Per says, no one mentioning Shaw's 2 insane forward passes. That ball outside the boot to Bruno, then Bruno chopped it back to Pogba. That ball from Shaw was a joke. Like he was very good today. And another super chat from OWEB TV. It's gone. Sugar.
I have no respect.
I hate when that happens. It's gone. Michael says, personally, there is nothing special with Rice. Yes, he can defend over well. But does he have the passing range like Verratti, Kimmich, A modern CDM elite can defend and dictate play from deep. And Coverson said we passed the ball so much better in the final third today because we had Bruno, Pogba, Cavani, and Shaw in the final third. All the players that passed well. Yeah, that's true. No coincidence there. Abject says McTominay was 4. If he is 6, then we wonder why we are overrated.
Wait. I've had enough. I'm calling my wife, babes. Hey, books. In it, I'm good. Come over here, man. Tell these guys.
That's how you know he's even worse. That's how you know he's even worse.
Yeah, no, he has to
Get
get
your missus to come and
He's got to bring her indoors.
He needs
Yeah.
to
It'd be so good if she came on and just said, no, he's useless.
yeah.
Wait, where's my wife? Bookie, am I good at football? Come on, this is your moment right now.
I don't like that long pause.
So there's a cut in the connection, I think.
Wait, go on.
I think good's a strong word.
He's in the mud. KG's in the mud.
You're not in the mud. You're not in the mud, mate. You're in the sofa. That's where you are.
KG, listen, man. Listen. When I'm making my overlap runs from right back when we're playing our 5-a-side, and you're doing your Kevin's runs, then you put them all to bed, won't you?
KG. Oh, I could just. Oh, mate. Honestly, KG in the busted sofa. I'm done. Quickly finish off these player ratings. Let's go. Let's just keep it moving. Right wing, Marcus Rashford today. Underwhelming, I thought. 5.
6. Yeah.
I'd say 5.
5.
I think he's poor today.
Yeah.
And he's carrying this injury. He just wasn't good today. Paul Pogba, 9.
Just go back a second to Marcus.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have started. I think he should be saving him for Thursday night and games going forward. I wouldn't have been averse today to Dan James starting. And when Son made that run for the goal he scored, Marcus just let him run.
He did.
Which shows a man that's not fit.
Yeah.
And I look at, we have to call it out. Marcus today, Marcus, he's 20 goals a season. He's a great player. But I thought after an hour, he should have come off.
Yeah, he wasn't good. He was struggling today, wasn't he? But bad game. Paul Pogba, I'm just going to go in with a 9. Don't know what you guys think.
8.
Jay said 7 earlier. But
Yeah, I bet Jay's not going to be having it.
7. He was doing his job.
Okay, well then I really want to hear what you say for the next person if you think Pogba was a 7.
Cavani?
Oh, that isn't who I was talking about.
I'm going to give. Are we doing Cavani or Bruno? Who are we doing next?
Cavani.
Oh yeah, Bruno. Oh yeah, I actually forgot Bruno. Yeah, Bruno.
Oh no!
Okay,
Yeah,
if you think Bruno played better than Pogba today, I swear
He didn't, Jay.
No,
He didn't.
no, he didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
Look, I'm giving Bruno a 6 today. He's one of my favourites, but I call it a spade. Obviously, he's
I'll give him a 7.
he's a flick. He's a flick. For the Greenwood cross to Cavani was instrumental in making the goal. But apart from that, he didn't do a whole lot in the game. So yeah, 6.
No, give him a 7, man. Bruno's got to get a 7. Even with that cheeky little nutmeg, he was a part of everything going forward, everything good. He literally wasn't a goal scorer, but he was definitely involved. I thought he played decent today. I don't think he was Pogba amazing, but he was good.
Mason, Cavani.
Cavani 9. Yeah.
9.
Man of the match.
Solid. Yeah.
Even
Man of the match. Yeah.
the defensive header, because Pogba headed it, and then I think it was going in, and then Cavani touch. Defensive header, brilliant.
I don't know. I watched the replay. It looked like Cavani might have nearly scored an own goal, where it wasn't going in. I don't know. Was it going in?
Yeah. It was
an own goal. I'm not gonna.
Okay. All right. Cool. Fair enough.
Both. Yeah.
And Mason Greenwood, assist and a goal.
He's got to get an 8 just for the 20-minute cameo.
Higher
Yeah.
than 8. A goal and an assist in 20 minutes. That's higher than an 8. That's 9 as well. You can't give him man of the match because he didn't play the full. He didn't play the full 90. But to get a goal, you could say he changed the game. He was the one that did the 2 winning goals. So.
Yeah, no, that's true. He had a big say on the game. I'm trying to think anyone else. Matic,
Ollie. What are we rating Ollie today?
Got to give KG a rating.
No, my wife is 4, bruv. My wife is getting.
She gave you no ratings. Ollie, what are we giving Ollie? Second half, great turnaround. To be fair, we scored a legitimate goal, which probably would have changed the course of the game. Yeah.
I'll give him an 8 because I think the change in bringing on taking off Rashford at a good time, that was good. I think his team talk, when you heard McTominay repeated his team talk and said, look, guys, calm down. We've been here before. Like, there's no need to get worried. We can beat these. And I think that's something. So he gave them hope. Give him an 8.
Yeah.
Cool. For all the criticism he gets as well, he has a better record against Jose and Pep than like most managers do. So like, I think he has more. I'm not 100% sure with Pep, but with Jose, he has more wins than Jose has against him. And I'm pretty sure it's the same with Pep.
He does well. He does. He definitely does. For a manager who, gets a lot of slander, his record is decent against the big teams. Even though this year we've struggled to win the games, we've got a lot of draws and stuff, but we don't lose a lot against them. Guys, we come to the end of the show. Great show, man. Great fun.
Great seats.
100%. Big up to everyone for getting involved, man. What a good win. It's nice when we win in that manner. And you know what? Second half, like Jack was saying, why don't we play like that for longer? But it was so refreshing to see us create chances. We've all been moaning over the last, all season, but particularly on a personal, the last sort of 3 or 4 games. I'm just looking at it like, this is just so bad. But it was sick. It was sick to see us respond like that. And more importantly, though, when you got to think about it, I keep saying it, Spurs are shit. Like we did,
Yeah.
like they are so dead. Like they actually are. And really, we just thumped them up like we were supposed to. Really, when you break it down with the players that we've got, it was nice to see us go and do for a change what we should do, not hang on and scrape it. Second half, we went and done the thing on them, which is what we should do.
And literally just a final point, we haven't mentioned it, but the fact Spurs were so dry in the second half when Cavani tipped the ball when Spurs nearly scored, nearly equalised. It's just things like that. If Spurs would have equalised, I would have felt so incensed if we would have dropped points in this game.
Yeah. 100%. Guys, big up, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. I will see you guys tomorrow evening with some of these guys as well from the Sunday show. Me and KG on Tuesday, the day after, and then we'll have all the build up to the second leg against Granada, which will be on Thursday. So there'll be press conference stuff on Wednesday. We are out of here, guys. Peace.